Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ballet Rain. You know what time it is, you guys. It is time for another round of Class or Pass, featuring a bunch more ballet class fashion trends.
Part 1 will be linked above and below in the description box if you want to check it out. But y'all really loved that video, so part 2 is here. If you missed that video, not to worry. Basically, we have a bunch of ballet class fashion trends in the big shiny jar. We're gonna draw one and let you guys know if we would either wear it to class or if it's just a hard pass.
Hence the name. We're super excited. We love this game. We always have a lot of fun with you guys.
Yeah.
I feel like every time y'all see this jar, you're like, oh,
it's a good
we're
video
in
today.
for a good time.
Make sure you guys play along either by writing your answers in the comments or in the chat, whether you wear these to class or if it's a pass for you. Tap the like button if you're ready, and let's go.
Before we get into the video, here is Jordan and Eden from an alternate timeline. Here to introduce to you the sponsor of today's video, Craftsy. Craftsy is an online learning platform made especially for makers, crafters, and all kinds of DIY enthusiasts.
Craftsy offers over 2,000 different classes, over 20 different categories, ranging from crochet, knitting, and even cake decorating.
Jordan and I really like baking, so of course we're going to be taking a baking course. Also because, as you know, our second year Ballet Rain birthday is approaching rapidly, so of course we're going to be baking a cake with you guys.
So yes, with the help of Craftsy, we're going to be honing our cake making skills.
So hopefully you'll be able to see our cake decorating levels be a little higher than they were last year. So if you would like to hone your creative skills and or pick up some new hobbies, the first 1,000 of our subscribers to click the link in our description box below will get a full year of premium membership with Craftsy for only $1.49.
So please try it out and join a fabulous online community with the opportunity to learn from actual certified experts in their field.
So we hope you'll have a lot of fun learning a new craft this year, and we want to extend our thanks to Craftsy for sponsoring today's video.
Before we get started, you guys, we just want to put a quick disclaimer that's kind of like self-explanatory, but we'll say it anyways. Firstly, all fashion is subjective, you guys. If your opinion differs from ours, that is completely okay. Wear what makes you look and feel your best, always. And secondly, if you're a student, make sure you please abide by your studio's dress code.
Yeah,
we do not want to be receiving calls from your directors and teachers being like, you told my student to wear X, Y, and Z, and now they're in trouble. We don't want that scenario, you guys.
No.
So please adhere to your studio's dress code until you're a professional and you can wear whatever you want. But anyways, with that out of the way, let's get started.
Thanks.
Do you want to go first? Who went first last time?
So I
went first last time. So
Yep.
it's your turn to go first.
My turn to go.
Because it doesn't really matter. We're both gonna air our opinions.
Yeah,
anyways,
exactly. It's
so-
really just like who gets the fun of drawing out
Yeah.
of the jar. Oh, we're starting off so strong.
Okay.
Vests.
100% wear to class. Vests are iconic, okay?
for sure.
Whether it be a felt vest or a puffer vest, vests of all kinds are an absolute go. Vests are super nice because, you know, in the winter time or when it's a little bit cooler out, you want something to keep your core warm, but not necessarily your arms or anything. You just kind of want those to be able to have the full range of motion.
Yeah.
So the vest being kind of cut off at the shoulder,
You
it
still
gives
have
you that
that.
range of motion to
Yeah.
do whatever you need to do, but it also keeps your core really, really, really warm. It's perfect. Yeah, vests 100% wear to class.
I really want more vests. I should invest in more vests.
Invest in more vests. Oh, fuzzy socks.
Oh!
Fuzzy socks absolutely wear to class.
Yeah.
I actually personally wear socks the entire bar. They really keep your feet warm for one. They're comfortable for two. And I don't know, you can like just feel your feet.
I don't wear fuzzy socks so much, but I would recommend it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I still appreciate fuzzy socks. So
There
yeah.
we go. Fuzzy socks wear to class.
Ooh, these are all good so far. HiLo
Okay.
Skirts.
Okay, yeah, wear to class.
Yeah,
Yeah.
HiLo Skirts are so pretty.
HiLo skirts are nice. Again, like you can see your placement, you know.
You
'cause
can
it's
see
a
a bit
little
more.
higher in the front.
Yeah.
But then you also have a coverage in the back, which is like wonderful.
And then you get that dramatic train effect.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. A lot of skirts, even if it's not a high-low skirt, generally do have a very mild high-low effect, like the bullet point skirt and some wrap skirts do nowadays, which is like kind of nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, these come in like all different lengths as well. You can get a knee length one or like a really, really long one or a shorter one. Yeah, in the professional realm, HiLo skirts are very, very popular and really, really trendy as well.
They're pretty.
They're pretty.
There's nothing quite like that nice drapey effect.
Yeah.
I feel like it gives a really long, it lengthens your
vertical line,
you know?
Yeah, any fashion people, you understand. You understand. But yeah, HiLo skirts definitely wear to class. They're lovely. Very, very classy, but also very trendy look.
We're rocketing through these already.
Yeah, we are. Okay, oversized t-shirts.
Wear to class.
Wear to class.
Wear to class.
I really feel like in general, the oversized t-shirt look is kind of just in. You know, not just in ballet class, but in general. The oversized t-shirt, oversized hoodies. We love oversized hoodies, as we all know. Class is definitely no exception. Obviously, this is kind of like a warm-up piece. Not a super heavy warm-up piece, though, which is kind of nice. So it's a little bit more breathable, a little bit airier.
It's also loose enough. It's very non-constrictive.
Yeah.
So you can really, like, you can use your whole body. You don't feel like you're wrapped up in a sweater or something. You know? It's just very loose and flowy.
Yeah, and they're comfy. It makes you feel at ease and relaxed. So yeah, t-shirts definitely wear to class. Yeah. These are all so good so far.
Yeah, these are all like our favorite fashion. Like literally this is out of our wardrobe. I'm waiting for you to get something that like we'd actually pass on.
Yeah, stir it up some.
Oh, okay. Leos with cutouts.
Ooh. I'll say this right up front. This is a very trendy and like it's very in right now.
Yeah.
It's a very popular sort of trend right now.
Or it could be like a mesh cutout too.
Yeah, it can be like a full cutout, or it could be a cutout but like it's covered in mesh, like a mesh insert or something. It's very trendy. It's very in right now. However, would I wear it myself? No. It's not for me. I personally just don't like it.
Yeah.
It's more of just an aesthetic thing. I mean, sometimes if it's too low and it's completely hollow, it might be difficult for partnering.
Yeah, that's true.
Depending on the leotard, but aesthetically, I feel like it's much more of a sporty look.
Right.
Which is fine. It's great. I love it on other people, but
I may have to pass on this one.
yeah, definitely a pass for this one, but not to say it's like out of style. It's
Yeah.
very much in. It's not good for us.
Yeah.
Okay, low back leotards.
Oh, I used to really like these. I
did
used to be a
too.
low back girl all the way.
Yeah, me too. We went through a phase where all the leotards we wore were low back leotards.
Yeah.
I don't know, lately I just don't reach for them.
Same. It keeps you cooler.
It does keep you cooler a little bit, but like, it's not my thing anymore. It's a pass for us. It doesn't mean you can't.
Yeah.
If you love it, go for it, but like, I don't know, for us it's a pass.
Ooh, short shorts. Like the little like jazz shorts.
Yeah.
I do have a pair and I wear them from time to time.
Yeah, I honestly don't reach for them. I think that they're very uncomfortable. For me, they ride up.
Oh, yeah.
Don't like the feeling of having to always be pushing them down.
Pulling them. Yeah. I don't love it.
Yeah, it's all right.
I'll pass on it.
I do feel like sometimes it's restrictive. Depending on the short
Yeah.
and depending on like how it fits and how it's made, etc. But like if it doesn't have like the full range stretch material technology, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of pros wear it though. It's like definitely in.
Yeah. Beyond just the girls, I also think the tiny short movement is very common among the male dancers. I've seen a lot of company classes and they'll have at least a handful of male dancers in, you know, various different colors of tiny shorts.
I think for us the pass. I
don't
just don't
love
like
it.
how it rides up, that's all.
I don't love it. We'll pass.
Yeah. Okay. Camisole leotards.
Oh, wear to class.
Wear to class. This is a classic.
3,000%.
It's a classic, you guys. I feel like a lot of dress codes in like most schools will be like a solid camisole leotard.
Yeah.
Like in the Vaganova schools, like they'll
That's
sometimes
true.
have like a lilac camisole leotard
Yeah.
or a hunter green camisole leotard. But it's always the camisole leotard. I think it's just a classic look. You
It
know,
is
it's
a
very
classic.
clean, very professional. You can never go wrong with a cami leotard.
Yeah, it could be masterclass, auditions, summer intensive, company class, your most relaxed class at home. Like,
Yeah.
camisole leotard will always hit.
It always fits the bill. Definitely wear it to class, no other thoughts needed.
Yeah. Sweatshirts.
Yeah, wear to class.
Uh-huh.
Although it depends on the material. I kind of mentioned this in the other video, but like if it's a knitted material
Oh, yeah.
against sweaty skin, I hate how that feels. But that's just like my own personal preference.
I feel like for sweatshirts, it has to be oversized. It has to be.
No, of course. If that was a given, then yeah, I would wear to class, but like with a long sleeve leotard underneath.
Yeah.
So you're not like
right against it.
right against it. That's just how I wear it. I do wear them in the wintertime. They do help you stay warm, which is a plus.
And then like midway through class, you take it off, you wrap it around your waist, and you keep your hips warm.
yeah, okay, see, that's how I wear my sweatshirt.
It's versatile.
It is versatile. I would wear it to class. I mean, I already do, so.
Yeah. Sweatshirts.
Definitely wear to class.
All the way.
Who are you? It's upside down. Skirted leotards.
Here's the thing. I feel like they're very, very common for younger dancers. Babies just getting into ballet. I would really recommend them because you don't have the kid, you know, fidgeting with the skirt.
Losing it.
It's attached. It's all one piece.
I know Wearma has a really nice one for like adults as well, which are really, really elegant and so beautiful. Like I feel like I would wear it if I had it or if I had to.
Right.
But would I actually go out and buy one? Probably not. Although they are beautiful.
Yeah, I know. They're so pretty.
It's just, you don't have that versatility, you know? Like, what if you don't want to wear a skirt?
Yeah, exactly.
Or what if you wanted to wear shorts? Or, like, put pants on?
Yeah.
I mean, you could put pants on top, like, if they're trash bags.
Yeah.
But then the skirt will get creased and crumpled underneath your pants. And I don't know. It's not preferable for me. Like, I personally would not go and buy a skirted leotard. But if you are a solid skirt and Leo kind of person, I feel like it would work perfectly.
Yeah. I am aware that for schools with more strict dress codes, where everyone is expected to wear a skirted leotard at all times,
It's beautiful.
then it works.
The skirt would never twist on you.
Oh,
You know, like that
yeah.
problem you have with a bullet point where the side gets, the front gets twisted around to the back. You wouldn't have that problem with a leotard with a skirt attached to it. But yeah, ultimately, I'm gonna pass.
Yeah, same.
Just because I like the versatility.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Elastic ribbons in your point shoes.
No, I'll pass.
I would pass.
Okay, well, it depends on what kind of ribbon.
the guy.
If it's the one where it's like a satin, but in the back there's an elastic piece.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I use. I love those. I literally can't do class without them.
I know. I can't. I'm spoiled now. I can't wear regular
I can't go
ribbons.
just to satin anymore. We need that elastic piece in the back. So pampered. But if we're talking fully elasticized ribbon, no. I can't. Yeah, I know for so many people it works, and so many people love it, and they have that technique where they can sew the ribbon in one big loop.
Oh yeah.
And they do the twisty thing, and you don't have to do any knots. Yeah. And honestly, I wished I was that person, but I'm just not. I just can't get used to that super stretchy ribbon. I can't.
Yeah. For me, because my heels fall off all the time in my point shoes, I need a little more
tension.
Yeah. Something a little stronger to hold my shoe on my foot. But yeah, if it's the ones with the Gainer Minden ones with the elastic,
can't live without it.
The love of my life.
Without it. Fully elasticized ribbon, it's a no-go. But it might work for you. Don't like rule it off just because of us. Yeah. Play with your shoes, experiment, figure out what works for you the best.
It's very individual.
It is. But this is just our preference.
Yeah.
Alright, next up. Yoga pants / flared leggings.
Ooh.
I used to wear these every single day to class when I was a student.
I still have a pair, and I do like them.
Depending on how it fits, they can be a little bit restrictive.
Oh yeah.
Like I would prefer a trash bag, but I do think the flared look on the bottom is fabulous.
I love it.
Flared anything is the most flattering thing. I don't know. I just love how it just like elongates your line, but in a super fun kind of way.
I would not wear them to class because for me, I prefer full range of motion.
Or like even if you just wear the pant, but you can get away without the tights. Because I think what really creates the restriction is just the tights and the pant kind of unite against you.
Yeah.
You know, and they kind of create that restriction. Okay, would I wear it?
For class, I would pass.
I would probably pass. Although I love the aesthetics of it.
I know.
Like,
it hurts me to say.
I know. I would rather do like a flared leg warmer.
Yeah, okay,
like, it kind of has that aesthetic appeal, but it doesn't restrict the range of motion in your hips, you know? Yeah. That's my alternative option, so I think it's a pass, but only functionally. Aesthetically, it's gorgeous.
Oh, aesthetically, yeah, exactly. Ooh, scarves or shawls?
Ooh, wear to class.
I would actually pass on these.
Ooh, we differ.
For the first time in this video.
I've actually had a habit of wearing scarves to class all winter long for a season. Although it can't be a knit. If it's a knit, it's a no-go.
I don't like stuff around my neck because I sweat so much. But functionally, I think it makes a lot of sense. Because if you can keep your neck and your chest warm.
Yeah, you warm up so much faster.
You warm up faster, you know?
Yeah. That's kind of my reason for liking it so much, especially in the winter time. As someone who needs a lot to get warm and stay warm, keeping your chest warm is like the best. And like your shoulders. I feel like your chest and your shoulders and your neck is like so important. So yeah, I like scarves and shawls. It has to be the right material.
Yeah.
It has to be the right material, but also just like stylistically, it's fun because like it's another layering piece.
Oh yeah, layering.
Layer it over your vest
and your sweatshirt.
You can wear it so many different ways. You know, you can wrap it around your neck. You can kind of drape it if it's like early bar.
Yeah.
You can tie it around your waist or around your hips after a while. You know, like there's so many ways you can wear it.
I wouldn't wear it just because they're also finicky. I feel like every time I wear a scarf, it like slides off somewhere, and I spent half of class like trying to keep it on my body and not like falling off somewhere. Like I'd wear it waiting in the wings before a show.
Okay, yeah, and over tutus is really good.
Oh yeah.
Because it doesn't really disturb your sleeves or the tutu. It just keeps your upper body really warm. I would wear it to class.
I would not wear it to class.
A
I
pass.
will pass.
How do we differ?
Wow.
Write this one down in the history books,
Oh my
you guys.
God.
Zip up Leos.
Oh, I like these. I would 100% wear it to class. I mean, it depends on the style, but
For me, it's a pass.
oh, we differ yet again.
We differ again. It's not to say I haven't. I have owned one singular zip leotard in my lifetime. For me, I love how it looks, okay? And it's so much easier to get in and out of your leotard. But for me, my personal insecurity is that somehow the zipper will come undone. Mid-class of rehearsal.
That would be bad.
Mortifying. I don't know, that's my personal insecurity, you guys. Just continue to wear them. These are definitely in, especially in the company setting. Definitely in. But I don't know, for me, just what if it comes undone? What if it unzips? What if it just zip?
I think they look cool, and
They do look cool.
I would 100% wear them to class. I think it's a really cool look.
It is a cool
It
look.
makes sense. It makes it easier to get on and off.
It is easier to get on and off, but it's easier to get on and off.
So I'll wear to class, and Jordan will pass.
Don't let my insecurities influence you guys. It's just my own opinion.
Ooh, basketball shorts. This one was recommended from a comment in part 1.
Yeah.
Check it out. What would you say about basketball shorts?
I actually feel like I would wear these to class. Like, I know they come in different materials. Like, you can get cotton ones, or you can get like the ones that are like that slinky jersey material. But either way, I feel like because they're looser by nature, they wouldn't restrict your like range of motion. And the length, I feel like, is the most flattering length.
That's true.
I really feel like I would wear them to class. I don't
That's really-
own basketball shorts, but I did borrow basketball shorts one time, and I kind of loved it. And they're in. It's very much a trendy sort of sporty look. I feel like basketball shorts you would pair them with like you know,
some mesh,
some
some
mesh.
like maybe a high neck leotard or something.
Exactly. Like it looks
cool.
It looks so cool.
Yeah.
It looks so cool, you guys.
Yeah.
It's very trendy, and I think they're comfortable. They keep your hips really, really warm. But like in general, yeah, I would absolutely wear them to class.
I think I would too.
They're cute.
They're kind of cute. Yeah.
kinda
I would probably wear them. Tentatively, I've never tried it, so I might hate it.
Yeah.
But as of right now, like in my head, I think it would work.
I think it would work out. I think it would work out. Almost there. Scrunchies.
Ooh.
If you had asked me this question like 10 years ago, I would have been like, oh my god, wear to class.
Yeah. I feel like the whole world went through a scrunchie phase. Does anyone remember the scrunchie phase?
We used to do where you do your bun and then you put the scrunchie on so it kind of looks like a little frilly flower.
Yeah.
It was cute actually, and it's still very popular in like the student life, I feel like. But as professionals, I feel like you don't see it as often. Like it's not really in the professional world at all.
I mean, I'm sure they exist. You just don't see them much.
Yeah.
For myself, I feel like I would not wear them just because I don't like how scrunchies or anything around your bun constricts your bun this way and it kind of sticks out more.
Yeah, because
you know
it
what
like
I'm
kind of squishes it, and so it becomes like a bigger bun.
Yeah, not as flat.
I also think for like those of us who have like really, really long hair and your bun is a little bit larger by nature, when you put the scrunchie on, either it doesn't fit, or if it does manage to fit, then you end up getting like the frills showing like an axolotl on the like outside here. I think that if you had shorter hair, or if you just like naturally have like a much smaller bun, adding a little scrunchie will definitely give you that more of like a fuller effect.
Yeah.
Like,
For us,
probably not, unless you're like into the axolotl look. Maybe I'll do it one day.
maybe one day. Yeah.
For fun.
Exactly. But for right now, it's a pass.
For right now, it's a pass. What's next?
Okay, athletic jackets.
Yes.
Yes.
These are so cool.
They're so cool.
And again, another layering piece. Okay,
Yes.
another layering piece. I think that these are nice because the athletic sort of like jacket-y material,
Mm-hmm.
it's insulating, but it's not like, doesn't have little fibers that are gonna stick to you.
Yeah, because it's it's a nice, sleek, athletic material.
And because it's sleek and like kind of a slippery material, like when you move, it kind of slides with you and it doesn't like stick and want to inhibit your movement.
Yeah.
It just kind of moves with you.
Yeah.
I like how they look as well. Again, it's a very cool, very modern, very sporty look, which is always super fun if you're going for that. And they're designed for athletes, you know, athletic jackets. It just makes sense.
It makes sense.
We're athletes too. So yeah, I would definitely wear them to class.
I would too.
Yeah.
Wear it to class.
Last one. Ah! We made it to the end. Shiny ribbons
Oh.
for point shoes.
This isn't a pass for me. I prefer matte.
This one is honestly very individual depending on your school / your company. For instance, like if you're in NYCB or like a Balanchine school or company, you would probably want the shiny ribbons because that's what a lot of the Balanchine ballets require.
Yeah.
Like they want the girls to wear very shiny shoes and very shiny ribbons. That's like the look that they want. However, if you go to England, like say Royal Ballet, it's almost always matte shoes and matte ribbons. So you'd have to pancake them because your point shoes and your ribbons are generally pretty shiny. For me, I feel like shiny ribbons are a little bit distracting. I feel like it kind of cuts off the line a little bit. I don't mind if the shoes are shiny.
The shoes can be
Because the shoes are like the end of your foot, but like the ribbons just being wrapped around your ankle and then it's like a line of just shiny glossy finish.
Yeah.
I feel like it cuts off the line, but I feel like if it's too matte, it can also be a little bit distracting because the tights sometimes have a tiny bit of that, like it's not super matte,
luminescence.
but it's like a natural
like a finish.
yeah. Again, once again, not sponsored by the way, but the Gaynor Minden ribbons with the elastic piece in the middle, the TLC ribbon, the tendon loving care ribbons.
Oh my god.
You need these in your life. And the finish on the ribbon is perfect. It's matte, but it's not like super matte.
Yeah.
You know, it's perfect. And it's a perfect pink color that matches your tights and your shoes. Oh, it's perfect.
But as for shiny ribbons, it's very individual. Depends on your context, depends on your company. But for us, it would probably be a pass.
Yeah, we're wearing the Gaynor Minden ribbon. Not sponsored, you guys, I promise. If you take away anything from this video, you need the Gaynor Minden TLC ribbons.
Just go get them.
Just get them.
Your Achilles will thank you later. Okay, you guys, hope you had fun playing another round of Class or Pass. We had a lot of fun playing with you guys. Make sure you write your own answers to this game in the comments below. We would love to hear all of your thoughts on all of these ballet class fashion trends. And as a reminder, all fashion is completely subjective, and ballet class fashion is no exception to that.
So what's most important is that you find pieces that make you look and feel your best and that allow you to dance freely and without restriction.
I also think it's really cool now that there are so many options available. And that, you know, like dancers are allowed to explore their individual style. So I think it's really cool. And I encourage you guys to experiment with your ballet class fashion. If there are, you know, some fashion items or some trends in here that you haven't heard about, maybe go try them out. You might love them.
If you like the video, make sure you like the video. And if you really like the video, then do not keep the fun to yourself. Go share this video with all of your ballet nerd friends and play this game with them. And if you really, really liked us and you want to support us and the channel and everything we're doing, then feel free to support us either through our merch shop or our Patreon. The links to those will be in the description box below the video. Your support means the absolute world to us, and we appreciate all of you who have been supporting us on this journey. We really would not be here without all of you. So thank you so, so much for all of your continued support.
Anyways, I think that is all from us for now. This is Ballet Rain signing off. Until the next video.
Bye.
Let me see if I can beat
Come on, curling Eden.
Let me see if I can beat my record last time.
PR. Aw.
Aw.
You got this.
Visualizing.
The next curling champion, everybody. The next curling champion.